Well, okay. Well, it looks like we're getting broadcasting on. I tell you, there's always an issue. We're broadcasting on YouTube, but I am having issues with LinkedIn for some reason, and I don't know why. Very strange. I'm going to try to get this going here. I'm telling you, man, there's been nothing but technical issues right and left trying to get this coffee chat going. Had the same issues with the podcast yesterday, and it's just incredibly frustrating that this is not working the way it's supposed to be. I don't know why. It's just this error starting. Unbelievable. Well, I might do something special for LinkedIn Live later on. Anyway, well, I do welcome you here for the YouTube folks who have now joined. This is Coffee Chat. We are talking about consistency and energy and, of course, engagement. And since you're joining a little bit late here on YouTube, not your fault, technical issues. But for our Instagram friends, we just went over how important it is to be engaged, to be tapped into the core reason of why you do what you do, why you wrote that book that you wrote, and why you, as the author, should narrate your audiobook because it's your story and it's coming from the source. And when you're engaged in that core reason, that fire inside that's burning, that got you to publish the book in the first place, when you are tapped into that, that energy is what keeps your listener engaged. Now, I was talking about consistency because these go hand in hand. The thing with consistency is you got to be energetic, that same energy and emotion and personality of what makes you, that makes you stand out in the crowd. That's why you're so unique. That's all part of your author brand. Tapping into that from opening credits, right when you say, whatever the title of your book is, and it's narrated by me, and blah 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 blah. And however you do it, you present it in your own energy. And you got to keep that energy consistent. So when you are recording your audiobook, as you do in sections, you will be able to maintain that energy. When you go back and you listen to, okay, I'm going to record chapter 2. I did chapter 1 yesterday. Let me listen to how did I deliver it? Where was my energy at? Tap into that again and then listen and pay attention, because then you're going to carry that through and keep that energy and emotion and personality and authenticity consistent. That's how you keep that consistency, because, some audiobooks are 8 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours long, depending on how long your book is. And you want to be consistent because, remember, always think of it from the listener standpoint. They're going to go, wow, this chapter sounds kind of, it didn't have the same energy as the previous chapter. Well, you don't want that to happen. And that'll happen if you aren't consistent. So you got to pay attention to, when you record, you got to pay attention to getting it done, right? Getting it done. So, So keep that in mind and listen to what you've done, and then maintain the energy, maintain the emotion, maintain all of those intangibles. When you do that, you will keep your listener engaged. So there's your engagement, and your consistency will just give them a great experience listening to you narrate your own audiobook. And that's it, really. Consistency and engagement are tied together hand in hand. Be consistent, of course, but that engagement, being engaged to the reason why you wrote your book in the first place, because that's going to come through in your narration. That'll keep your listener engaged, and your consistency will also keep your listener engaged. And that's it. Real simple. If there's ever a topic you want me to discuss regarding the audiobook world, for Coffee Chat, I do keep this quasi-open forum. I do come up with topics just to give you some information. But if you would like, then please go ahead and let me know. You can go to robertlanecoaching.com and shoot me a message. By the way, if you don't have an audiobook, definitely reach out to me. There's links in the description. For those of you on Instagram, there's go to my profile page and click on to book an audiobook consultation call. Let's talk about your book. Let me explain to you the process of what it takes to create a great audiobook and tell you how you, as the author, can narrate your own audiobook and sound fantastic doing it. And so let me know. Again, links in the description here on LinkedIn, of course, there on Instagram on my profile page. Click that link. All right, my friends, we're going to wrap it up for Coffee Chat. I'm going to see if I could do something for our LinkedIn friends. Man, just technical issues left and right. We got to figure out what's going on with that. All right. Anyway, YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be talking to you soon. And